Hey folks, welcome back to Street Rust. I'm Keith. I'm your host, your only host today. I think Liz is going to come out and do some videography or whatever they call that, and help me out later. But hey, today we are going to work on the elusive header issue with a C-body Mopar. Okay, and let me show you what we got going on here. Let's see. Tell you what, let me set this down. Prefer not to drop that. All right, so when we talk about headers, when I say C-body, this is your big four-door sedan C-body, 1968 Chrysler Newport, and you can see that we have the log. These are the log, what they call, they're just log, they're just trash. But I mean, they do the job. And this engine in this car wasn't really set up for high performance. We've got the wind 4-barrel intake, the 7501. We got the Edelbrock 750. We got to let this engine breathe. Right now, it's single exhaust coming out of these log headers. Now the problem, even if you go with the high performance, the Mopar high performance exhaust manifolds like you'd find on a GTX or a Roadrunner or something to that effect. First of all, you got to have certain numbers. This is the easy side. So you got to have certain casting numbers to go on the driver's side because you've got this steering column in here. That is the problem. And well, that's part of the problem. The other problem is they're so dang expensive that you can't even afford them. And we're trying to do this on a budget. Your other option, once again, TTI exhaust, they do some long tube headers that are specifically made for a C-body, but they run about $1,000. Once again, budget. So what we've got, this whole set here, let me show you what we got over here. $168, and I found these on eBay, I believe. Found these on eBay, and $168 for the whole set. You got the collectors, the gaskets, new bolts that are metric. These are metric for your collectors. I'm gonna try not to use those because I want to have to have a metric wrench if I'm on the side of the road. Now I did buy some new header bolts, these Rogue bolts, because they're Allen. You can see in there, but here's the deal too. On a Mopar big block, some of your exhaust studs go into the water jackets, and some people say some don't. So which ones do and which ones don't? This engine's been rebuilt, got the paperwork from it. It was around 2015, something like, or 5 or 6, I don't know. It was rebuilt at some point in its life. But on some of the bolts, you have studs, and then some are actually bolts. So as I start digging into this, we are going to, if we start leaking fluid at all, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go ahead and drain some water out of the block. That little mess down there is from the power steering pump, so we know it's leaking. Anyway, so I've got everything, got PB blaster on everything. The engine's cool. I'm going to go ahead and see, I think these are 9/16. I'm going to go ahead and start seeing if I could bust. Oh, you know what I got to do first? Actually, I got to do the collectors. I don't have a light for you to see, but the collectors are down here. Might be able to see a little bit over here. So I've got to go ahead and get the exhaust disconnected down here. And I'll do that first. Let me bust that loose, and then we'll come back around with you here, okay? All right, we're back. Notice I'm not holding the camera, but it's moving. Follow me. It's an automatic camera, see? It's called the Liz. Hey, so shine down here, darling. Got the collector bolts out down there, way down in there. Okay, those are out. That's what these,
is that the one?
These nasty looking things are right here in my hand. Look in my hand. There you go. All right, very good. I don't like this light because it's, see how it's flickering?
Yeah.
Okay, turn that off. That light, that LED bionic light doesn't do well on camera. But I do have to get this other bolt out. Dang it. All right. Let's see, that was 9/16. Where's my 9/16 wrench? What'd you do with my 9/16 wrench?
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch it.
It's actually not 9/16. It's 5/8.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. It's 11/16. What? 5/8. Oh, it is 5/8. Yeah, I gotta get this. You're not gonna be able to see that in here. I gotta get this other collector bolt out. It's holding everything up. Doggone it. Tell you what. Let's pause for a minute.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, thank you. You know what? Liz and I don't work on cars together, and there's a reason for that. And we're just not in tune, if you know what I mean. Are you got it on me, or you got it all over the engine?
I don't know where to focus.
You got the screen. Is my head in the middle of it?
No, it's below.
Oh, what?
No.
Okay. All right. So I've got one collector bolt out. There's tension on there. I can't get the other one. We're going to go ahead and get the header bolts off. The header, the intake, the exhaust and manifold bolts. And I was able to use, stay right there, darling. See this little thing here? My 18-year-old son has this. And
What is that?
I have
light.
this. What's wrong with this picture?
Oh, cool.
Anyway, it's 9/16. I can already tell you that I cannot get in there with that Milwaukee to some of those, so I'm going to go ahead and.
Milwaukee.
Are you got to watch the screen, darling. You got to keep it on me, right? Look, keep it on me. Come on, come on. You need practice. We're gonna have to keep it on me drills. So if you stand back further, it's easier to keep it on me.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna say, hey, we need a close up. You gotta get in here. Yeah. So, okay. All right, come on in here. Let's see how tight these bolts are. Now, some of these are bolts, some are studs. The one I'm doing right now, what is this? Number 2. Of course it's coming. Now, if any of these start leaking water, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna drain water out of the block. Whoops. Okay. So what you gotta do, actually it came out rather nicely, just to be honest with you. Is that leaking water? Sure enough, look at there. Can you see it? Get a close up of that. Can you see that? See that leaking water right there by my finger? Okay, so this is going back in for now.
That's true.
We're gonna stop, so don't stop yet. I'm going to get under here. Just give me a second. Let me get this tightened back down. What happened? What happened? There we go. No. So I'm going to tighten this one back down, and I'm going to get under here and disconnect the radiator hose. I want it coming out of the block, so I'm going to have to get on the other side, and that's the fun side. But anyway, I got to get the water out of here, or this is just going to be a huge mess. So we'll be back in a few minutes, for an hour. All right, I made a big old mess here. I figure I got at least 2.5, 3 gallons at $12 a gallon. Do the math on the antifreeze. We're gonna take that out of the food budget, darling.
What? No.
All right, so let's get back on this. Let's take this out and see if it's leaking now. Shouldn't be, even if it's leaking a little bit. I'm over it, rip. Why does that keep doing that? Why you let me do that?
I don't even know what you're doing.
All right, so there's number 1, and it's not leaking, so we're good. All right, I want to keep these in order. So, would you grab me here? Let me have that. Okay, you get your little Gap shirt and go get me a blue paper towel right over there, please. See the blue paper towel? Okay.
Is this blue?
You can be the paper towel getter.
Yeah.
Just one, darling. Just one. Them
Why
things
is this
are like
expensive?
$4 a roll.
Okay.
Shoot. You're gonna break the bank on your first day in the garage. Okay, I'm gonna lay these in order, darling. There's 6 bolts on each side. Okay? I want to keep them in order. I want to see where they had studs here and where they had bolts and see if there's any methodology. Because I tell you what, I've read the manual, the shop manual. I've watched multiple videos. I've read multiple threads on the A body, B body, C body only forums for Mopars, and they're all over the park. So I think the bottom line is just assume they all leak. Okay, this is number 2. Also, the collector, one of the bolts is still in there. It's kind of loose. The nut's off. But I'm hoping to get enough slack on this that we can wear it out. I don't know. You're the filmographer. By gosh, you are. What? I ain't holding it. Okay, this one feels like a nut.
You're a nut.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Okay, that's the second position. Okay, all right, let's go. That's on the front. Now there's 2 in the middle here. You can't see it, darling. Don't even try. Hey,
Okay.
just tell a joke or something.
I don't know how to tell. I don't have a joke.
So, if you hang on, what?
I'm a boring person.
No, you're not. If you're an American and you go into the bathroom, let's say you're at a football game, that would be American football, and you come out of the bathroom and you're an American, what nationality are you when you're in the bathroom? European.
Oh. Dad joke.
That's a bad dad joke. I gotta read up on my dad jokes.
European.
We're going on a mission trip next week to coming weekend to St. Louis. That one is a nut. I might have to brush up on my dad jokes. Because you know the youth just want to hear my dad jokes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, rolling their eyes is a sign of respect. Alright. I can't even see this. There we go. I don't know if
It's corny.
It's what?
Corny.
What?
I don't know if that's a word.
What'd you say?
Corny.
Oh, I thought you said horny. You can't say
What?
that
I
on
didn't
YouTube.
say horny.
You can't say horny on
I said
YouTube.
corny.
Corny. That's a word that we don't use very often anymore, but I know exactly. It means silly, or
Yeah.
people our age know that
Or
word.
boring, probably.
These youngins watching this, they don't know what corny means. What's corn got to do with it? Let's see if I got that one. Yep, that one was a bolt as well. So we have studs. 1, 2. First position was a bolt.
Yeah.
Studs on 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Let's see. 1, 2. We gotta have 6. What am I missing? 1, 2. Okay. Got that one. Oh yeah. Then there's 2 in the back. Look at this dipstick. It's green. It's like John Deere green. Where the heck did that come from? And the dipstick for the transmission's yellow. What was going on there? You never know. Maybe that's all they had was a John Deere.
You got it during St. Patrick's Day.
No, darling. That green and yellow together is for John Deere.
Oh.
Oh, my thing down in there. All right, I ain't on it. Well, this isn't tight or anything. There we go, right there. Is that one smaller? No. All right. I gotta make sure I'm getting the right. That's a bolt, not a nut. Why can't I get on it? There we go. No. Let's see. Nope. Just gotta get the right angle. Good night. So folks, this is what you do.
Might be easy
Oh,
if you
there
have
we
a
go.
lifter.
I'm on it now.
Right.
Ooh, I saw it wiggle. Pardon?
Might be easier if you have a lifter.
Might be what?
Easier if you have a car lifter.
A car lifter? No. I mean, it would be nice. Can I have one?
Yeah, get it from your budget.
Where are we gonna put it? Get it for my mad money? A $5,000 wildfire lift? I don't even have a place to put it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Suck it up, buttercup. There you go. Now, hey, looky there. That one's got a lock washer. That one didn't have a washer. Oh, my thingy fell off here.
They're dirty.
All right. Focus.
Is that oil?
Focus. It's crud, darling. Crud. Oh, this one was kind of loose, and it's a nut. All right. All right. Let's keep her going here. Would you get out of the car and get that for me, please? Good night.
I can't do that.
Yep, stuck. All right. This is the last one. All right, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that one was a stud with a nut, but the whole thing came out. So there's that.
There's no washer.
Yeah, there's no washer. You're absolutely correct. All right, now.
Oh, what is that thing?
Okay. I want to try to lift it out so I can get it off the collector. There we go. Is there something? What's hanging? What is hanging? There's a shield here. There we go. There you go. This is a log manifold, 68 Chrysler Newport. You can see it's got the stovepipe, which is working, I might add. I don't know how good it's, I'm thinking it's not working that good. Is there a casting number?
What number?
Yeah, 25824812345678 Okay, so so now we gotta decide what we gotta decide here. Okay, here's the exhaust gasket. Tell me the last time that thing was replaced. I think that one, well,
It's
here.
rusty.
Stay right there. Here's what the new one looks like.
Oh, it looks new.
It's always nice to make sure the holes match up. That would be a good thing. Yep, matches perfectly. Actually, this one's a little bigger. Of course, the mating surface on that new header. So, okay. So, tell you what. I'm going to go ahead. Probably. Let me get these studs out. I'm not going to mix and match. I've got to put sealer on these. I got some Permatex sealer. Let me see the length of these. Stay right there. So the length. Okay, so these came with it. Okay, but I think I'd rather use these. They have the Allen socket on it, so they're not stripping, especially if I'm on the side of the road. And from a length standpoint, these are a little longer, but it's going into the water jacket, so I'm not too concerned about it. I think we're going to go with these. I think, unless my mind gets changed here. So I tell you what, folks, let me I'm not gonna have you watch this. I want to get the studs out. I'll get that surface cleaned up, and then I've also got to get this part of the, ooh, there's a collector gasket that was fixing to go. So,
Oh, wow.
oh, it was already gone.
It's broken.
Already gone. And just for our viewers,
It came from there. I don't know what that is.
this is what the new collector gasket will look like right here. So that one's trash.
Is that metal?
It's a metal alloy. It's kind of flimsy, but it's kind of a combination of cardboard and aluminum foil.
Cardboard.
And then you take a pizza crust thing, and you know, the one that makes holes in the dough, and just roll it over it. So that's how they make them
A pizza
in
crust?
China. Yeah.
That's why I don't buy things.
Okay,
from
so
China.
let me.
Joke.
I'm gonna have to. This exhaust can be taken off a little bit back there, a couple feet. I'm gonna go ahead and get this section of it off, and I want to do one side because the other side is gonna be a bear with the steering column. So praise the Lord, no bolts broke. We used PB Blaster to let it sit on there for about an hour actually, and the engine's totally cool. So that all came off really well. So let me get all this cleaned up, and then we'll try fitting the new shorty header on here and see what we got. Be back. All right, folks, I'm back. A lot of to do here. Not a lot to do, a lot of to do. First of all, I had to clear all this spark plugs. Had to get the studs out. Look how clean that is. It's pretty dang clean, folks. Loving seeing that. So looky here. That's still got to come down quite a bit. Ain't no way in the world I don't see that that's gonna fit between here and here. Okay, so if we measure, we're probably from there, you're probably just shy of 4 inches, just shy of 4 inches. And if you look at where this would set, if we were to look where that would set, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way, but I tell you what, it's not looking good. So what do? Before I start ripping these off, before I rip the rest of the exhaust out, because it's all linked, I can disconnect it back here. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and note the distance there, and then come over here and note the distance. Boy, I just unplugged something behind me. Oh well, it'll be all right. You got a lot more distance here between the head of the block, the exhaust exit, and the upper control arm, but you do have the power steering in there. Got to come off regardless, so I can see what my options are. So I'll keep digging into this, and I'll get you an update here shortly. You gonna sign language me while everybody's watching? I'm just like acting like I don't see it. Hey, guys, you gotta love this. You gotta love this marital interaction. We already looked at this side. I did a video while you were in cooking. Let's look at the other side. Come on over here. So, pretty evident this isn't gonna fit. Okay. We're at a stopping point. This is gonna be a short video. But I do want to show you something. So I got a couple choices here. Yep. All right, couple choices. We can clean up the log exhaust manifolds, put them back on, because remember, I got the mufflers, I got everything for dual exhaust. Or I can order a set of Hedman headers, which, let me show you a picture of this off of, let's just look at Rock Auto. So compared to these, you can see that those headers are much longer. So they're thinner at the top to go into that space, and then they come down. So they're designed. See how they come down? Okay, look at here. So you can see how these are designed. That comes over the front, and it's a very short. It's a very short head. These work great for like a track vehicle or something like that, but they're not going to work on this engine. So looking at this, these come down a lot longer. So you're thinner up here, and actually it would be pointing towards the back. Also, there is for C bodies only. Let's see if I can find this real quick. What body is that? I will put a picture. I'll put a picture when we're talking about. For C bodies only. There's a guy. I think he was in Australia. He did one of these. He's got the fenders pulled off, but he's got the Hedman headers in here, and there's enough room in there for him. So you might have to go with the mini starter. I had to pull the starter. I had to pull everything out of here. All right, let me have that for a minute. All right, so good news. Spark plugs don't look too bad across the board. That's the driver's side. Whoops, I'm tripping on cords. Spark plug on the passenger side don't look too bad, so we're in pretty good shape there. Looks like we got a spare set of headers, darling. So, yay! Don't go nowhere. You're just trying to escape. You got to stay here and do your job. Okay? Okay? All right. So, short video. So, the third option. The third option would be go ahead and try to find the high performance exhaust manifolds, which will probably run me $500-600 used. So, darling, what should I do? Should I buy $20? Wait. Should I buy $20 worth of paint and fix these that are crap and make dual exhaust? Should I spend $300 and buy a set of Hedman headers? Or should I spend $600 on high performance exhaust manifolds? Or should I, or I could spend $1,000 on TTI? So what should I do, darling?
Do you have the money?
No, I ain't got no money, honey. What's that? Pick me up at 8 and don't be late. You know that song? Chantilly lace. Pretty. Come on, the Big Bopper. Anyway, hey folks, we're gonna wrap it up. Short video. Lot of work. I can't even tell if we're both in the video. I hope we are. So, thank you very much. Would ask if you find value or entertainment, any type of value in this video, please like, please share, please subscribe. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. Be blessed.